Pinney Hollow Brook is a small stream running from the Calvin Coolidge homestead at Plymouth Notch to another stream that flows into the Ottaquechee River in central Vermont. It is normally an idyllic Vermont stream in a narrow valley along the old state highway 100A. But during Tropical Storm Irene, it turned into a raging waterway that destroyed homes, businesses, and portions of 100A. Several of these damaged homes and businesses were bought by FEMA and demolished. Now on two of these sites, Rivers-Ottaquechee Regional Commission and the state of Vermont through the Flood Resilient Communities Funds hopes to redevelop floodplain access in order to give this brook and its narrow valley a better chance at handling future flood events. The upper site consisted of an old motel which was demolished through a federal and state-funded buyout. So this is the upper Farm Brook motel site, and it's hard to imagine, but there used to be a cute little motel here, and the way it was set up, it was really neat. The main part of the motel was actually over this little brook, and it was called the Farm Brook Motel, and this is, I guess, what we call Farm Brook. During Irene, that brook went crazy and basically took out the whole underside of the main part of the motel, so we had to close the motel, obviously, and it also took out the access roads, so there was no way to get into the motel. So we closed the motel, we did a FEMA-funded buyout of the site, and now, hopefully, in 2023, we're gonna do a really neat floodplain restoration where we lower this whole bank and install some root wads with trunks on them back into the bank to stabilize the whole length of the stream bank and give it some more floodplain access for Pinney Hollow Brook. Here's an overview of the upper site with stream bank work and the flood chute redevelopment marked in green. The lower site was not directly damaged by the flood, but both banks were destroyed and rebuilt much too high, resulting in the stream losing access to the floodplain and the flood chute. Rivers-Ottaquechee Regional Commission plans to recreate floodplain and flood chute access to give Pinney Hollow Brook more capacity and room to move during flood events, protecting 100A and landowners. Thanks again to the state of Vermont and the Flood Resilient Communities Fund for getting behind this project. Rivers-Ottaquechee Regional Commission also wants to thank its design team, that includes Bear Creek Environmental, Ripple Natural Resources, the Connecticut River Conservancy, as well as the town of Plymouth and the Flaster family.